Hello, we're back for another book. So let's see, let me go to my bookshelf and pick out another one for you. Let's see, today we're going to do Guess How Much I Love You by Cypriano-McAferty, illustrated by Anita Jerem. The pictures are kind of tiny, but this is about two rabbits, a little rabbit and his daddy. Little Nut Brown Hare, who was going to bed, held on tight to Big Nut Brown Hare's very long ears. Do you see their ears? They have very long ears. He wanted to be sure that Big Nut Brown Hare was listening. "Guess how much I love you," he said. "Oh, I don't think I could guess that," said Big Nut Brown Hare. "This much," said Little Nut Brown Hare, stretching his arms out as wide as they could go. Big Nut Brown Hare had even longer arms. "But I love you this much," he said. That is a lot," thought Little Nut Brown Hare. See how they stretch their arms out wide? "I love you as high as I can reach," said Little Nut Brown Hare. "I love you as much as high as I can reach," said Big Nut Brown Hare. "That is very high," thought Little Nut Brown Hare. "I wish I had arms like that." You see how high he reaches? Little Nut Brown Hare, he doesn't quite reach as high. Then Little Nut Brown Hare had a good idea. He tumbled upside down and reached up the tree trunk with his feet. "I love you all the way up to my toes," he said. "And I love you all the way up to your toes," said Big Nut Brown Hare, swinging him up over his head. Do you see? He climbed the tree. And then this one, he swung him up. His daddy swung him up high. "I love you as high as I can hop," laughed Little Nut Brown Hare, bouncing up and down. See, he bounces up and down here. He's jumping and jumping and jumping. Sometimes I like to jump on the bed. That's fun. "But I love you as high as I can hop," smiled Big Nut Brown Hare, and he hopped so high his ears touched the branches above. "That's good hopping," thought Little Nut Brown Hare. "I wish I could hop like that." Do you see how high he can jump? "I love you all the way down the lane as far as the river," cried Little Nut Brown Hare. "I love you across the river and over the hills," said Big Nut Brown Hare. See, so far. "That's very far," thought Little Nut Brown Hare. He was almost too sleepy to think any more. He looked beyond the thorn bushes out into the big dark night. Nothing could be farther than the sky. See how he's looking? "I love you right up to the moon," he said, and closed his eyes. "Oh, that's far," said Big Nut Brown Hare. "That is very, very far." Big Nut Brown Hare settled Little Nut Brown Hare into his bed of leaves. He leaned over and kissed him good night. You see? Then he lay down close by and whispered with a smile, "I love you right up to the moon and back." So did you like that story about Little Nut Brown Hare and his daddy, Big Nut Brown Hare? I hope you enjoyed it. You take care, okay? I'll see you later.